So you want to build muscle faster and work out less? Well, who is this for? First of all, if you're an ectomorph, a beginner, intermediate level, struggling to gain any weight gain, bulking, that muscle growth that you're looking for in your body, then this is for you. So stay with me in this video because I'm going to go step by step and show you what you should be doing, because reality in the gym is you need to work out less but effectively. I'm going to show you how that's done and show you how you can gain that muscle growth by working less harder than you might already be. Welcome to today's video. You're watching Hydrochan here, and I want to go straight into it and let you know why you should be working out less in the gym if you're trying to build that muscle growth. So the key factor here is when you're going to the gym, you need to think of it this way. You're not building muscle. You're going there just for the pump. We're breaking muscle tissue down. Yep, so that's where the energy goes, to breaking muscle down. So we're using a lot more energy from our body, especially if you're one of those who're working out 1 hour, maybe even 2 hours. Pushing it beyond that hour, the only thing you're doing is using a lot more energy from your body, so it requires a lot more calorie burn from your body as well. And for that reason, you may find that you're losing more weight. So unnecessarily going in, following these certain myths out there, lifting heavier, really pushing aggressively, and really trying to push that muscle, thinking that's what's going to make it grow, that's not how it works. The only thing you're going to do, like I said, is break muscle tissue down and looking for that pump. That's just going to give us a good window to be able to feed those muscles. So all the work is done outside of the gym. That's where you're going to get the growth. So you want to limit your calorie burn. And to do that, you have to train in a specific way as an ectomorph and a beginner. And also, you have to basically eat adequately calories that are going to give you that muscle growth. So really going to be on a surplus calorie diet, and that's the most important thing to reach through your diet. The training is going to just help you increase your appetite because you'll be breaking muscle tissue down. But I'm going to show you how to do the workouts much more effectively and get in and out of the gym at least within 30 to 45 minutes. That's all you need. And you don't want to be pushing more than that. And also the training, you don't want to be going super intense. Remember, we're just looking for the pump. Want to break some muscle tissue down and get in and out as fast as you can, because you want more time to feed your body than it is to break down those muscles. So let's go into step one. First thing, before any training begins, you need to know your calorific intake. That's the first thing you need to do. So go ahead, Google it. You can find calorie calculators and you can work out an estimate calorie intake to gain that muscle growth for your own body type. So you need to work with that estimate and make sure you're focusing on using some type of calculators to help you count those calories. It's very important that you do that, because you can't just guess your way and thinking you're eating enough. Most of the time, as an ectomorph, you are never going to be eating enough. So you need to be focusing on that surplus calorie, and you're not going to get it straight away. Maybe you have to build the appetite, and that's where the training is going to come along with it. But first, know your calorie intake so that you know that you're progressing towards a goal and you're not just putting all that effort in the gym and not getting anywhere. Then the step two is the workout program. I'm actually going to break this into 2 different steps. So let's go step 2 first. We're going to be working on the workout program and how it's going to be programmed in sense of your training days. You can focus on a 3-day split, or you can focus on a 4-day split. You can hit the muscle groups twice a week, or you can just hit them a little bit harder once a week. So you can focus on doing 2 muscle groups at a time, working a 3-day split, or you can do a 4-day split where you're working at least 3 muscle groups for every single session and hit it twice in a week. So you make up that 4 days. That's entirely up to you how many days you want to fit in, but the main thing is keep them short, and you want to get as much as work you can in roughly that 35 to 45 minutes. That's all you want to do. So don't focus too much on pushing the muscles constantly. Just enough fatigue to them is going to help you rebuild those muscles. Step 3 is part of the workout program, the fact that you're going to do that split, but you also need to know how you're going to work those muscle groups. So have the priority muscle groups and also your secondary and the ones that are smaller, how you're going to actually put them into the program. So I would suggest you focus on only the compound exercises, and when you're doing those, also have a primary objective and a secondary objective. So you might be more focusing on the larger groups. So if you're working on the bigger section of your back, you're working your chest, and your leg muscles are going to be mainly your primary muscles to basically get you that bulk, because they are the largest muscles and they're going to give you that shape and bulk of the body. The rest of them are just going to help you shape out your muscles, where it's shoulders, your biceps and your triceps. So you don't want to be focusing on those too much. So for example, if you're going in for a 3-day split session, you might just want to work 2 muscle groups at a time for that week, just hit a bit harder. But if you're going in for a 4-day split and you're doing about 3 muscle groups per session, then you want to focus on something like chest and back on a compound form. You might want to go with the extra exercise on your back. So you might go 3 exercises on your back, focusing on the upper, the mid, the lower back, and then hitting 2 exercises in your chest, leaving 1 more, that'd be for something like your biceps. So you don't need to work too much on those smaller muscles and those isolation movements, because you're going to get enough work in those muscles even when you're doing those compound exercises. For example, back work, everything you're doing some type of pull, you're going to also be working those biceps. So in reality, you might be working 3 exercises on your biceps, as well as when you're putting that last one in at the end. Lastly, taking it to step 4, all you need to do is keep it consistent. And that's going to be with both. So you need to keep your training program consistent as well as your diet very consistent. While you're getting that pump and breaking those muscle tissues down, you need to be feeding those muscles adequately every single day. So every time you hit a deficit, you're not going to get that muscle growth. So you want to make sure you're keeping that surplus calorie mark up, but you're also not going to get this straight away. So remember, as you're training, you're going to find that your appetite slowly increases, and that's going to help you get to that calorie mark that you generated. You're not going to get it straight away. It's very hard to put that kind of food down. So even when you're thinking that you're eating as much as you can and you're struggling to say, I can't physically eat anymore, that's not something to worry about. You just need to take your time. As you're training along with it, you will see your portions increase. You will see more meals in the day increase as well. So just give it some time. Your muscles will need more food and that appetite will increase. So you will hit those calorie mark eventually and also exceed it. So that is it for this video. I hope this information really helps you out, helps you get that muscle growth and that muscle mass if you haven't been able to achieve it so far. Take these steps into account and get a proper program ready so you know that all that hard work you put in the gym is going to be for something. But that's it for this video. Let me know how this helps you out by commenting in the section down below and how it's working out for you. And also let me know what you'd like to see in the next video. But that's it for now. Make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and I'll see you guys in the next video.